Ladies and jelly beans, dogs and cats, cross-eyed mosquitoes and bow-legged gnats, I stand before you to stand behind you to tell you of something I know nothing about. Admission is free, so pay at the door, pull up a chair and sit on the floor. I thank you. Anyway, I have not begun to get high yet. I'm about to. And tonight's topic is going to be death. Ooh. Why? Well, recently my little sister passed away. That was kind of a shock to the system. You know, you always expect the youngest one to go last. That's not what happened. And just a day or so ago, my mother passed away. Now, my dad, biological dad, is very estranged from our family. How do I feel about my biological dad? I can sum it up in 2 words. Fuck him. Alright, enough of that. Anyway, so really it's just me and my big sister left. And I wanted to kind of talk about how death has affected me. People close to me dying. And it's kind of a race between me and my big sister now. Who goes first? Who's going to be the last one? We both have health issues. We both are, well, there's 4 years difference between us. She's older by 4 years. I'm 57. She's 61. So, you know, we might both live to be another 20 years, 50 years older. Or one of us might go tomorrow. You just don't know. But how does it make me feel? Well, when my little sister passed away, it affected me a lot more than my mother. However, my mother's passing is affecting me in a totally different way. I never had a great relationship with my mother. I didn't have a great relationship with my sisters either. But knowing that we're all going to get there, we're all going to croak, sooner or later, you're going to kick the bucket, and that's all there is to that, right? You can't live forever. They don't have an immortality pill yet that they have told us about. You notice how I worded that. And so be it. So be it. Now, I ain't a typical spiritual individual. I do not believe in heaven or hell the way they have been spelled out and taught to us. I don't know what's next. Nobody does. However, I have attempted suicide 4 times in my life. I've left my body knowingly, consciously, at least 3 times. So I know we continue. I know that this body can stop working and we just get out and walk. You know, it's like your car breaks down. Fuck it, get out and walk. That's kind of what happens. So I'm not scared of death and dying. The whole heaven and hell thing, I'm not going to really get into that. I don't believe in either, as most people believe in it. I do know that there is a continuation of self. There is definitely a continuation of self. The you that you are right here, right now, if you died right now, as happy as you are, as pissed off as you are, as confused as you are, or whatever you're going through, you're going to be that when you cross over. That doesn't change. You just don't have a body. It takes a little bit of time for everything to click, everything to And I think that's what they refer to as limbo. Uh, it's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. So I'm not afraid to die. I don't want to suffer. I think pretty much everybody can agree with me on that one. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to be sick and die. From what I understand, and I don't have all the details, this is true, but from what I understand, both my mom and my sister crossed over in their sleep. Isn't that what we all want? Just a smooth transition. Like, you don't want to be like 9/11 in a burning building, just slowly in so much pain and you're dying, it's crumbling around you. Oh, no. None of us want that. But you can't pick and choose the way you die unless you're suicidal. I look forward to whatever's next, but I'm not suicidal. I'm not trying to end this prematurely because, like I said, I don't like pain. That, and what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? What if there is a hell? I don't want to go. And I know that very, very few people will miss my mother. She was not a nice woman. She was not easy to deal with. However, I know enough about her life and what she has been through to kind of, sort of understand why she was batshit crazy. And I had a dream the night she passed away. I'm not going to tell you what the dream was, but suffice it to say, it took a lot of the animosity I had towards my mother away. Not all of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Made me a little more empathetic towards who this woman was. How she became what she was. What she endured. My little sister also. If anything, death is actually helping me forgive a little bit. Does that make sense? Uh, oh yeah. When I first got the news of my mother's passing, I danced a little jig. Hee, the bitch is dead. We never had a good relationship. But, especially since I had that dream, which I won't tell you about, that kind of changed things. And I wonder if it was my mother that appeared to me in that dream. I don't know. It, there were some similarities in the way she looked, but it wasn't exactly the mom I knew. Okay. There are plausible explanations for this, if there is any reality to it. Now, mind you, I didn't know my mother had passed away until after I dreamed, after I woke up, and I got the message from my big sister. So it's anybody's guess as to what was really going on there. I'm not afraid to die. I'm afraid to suffer and die. And there's really not a whole lot else I can say about that. Will I miss my mom? No. I miss my sister. I miss my little sister. I always thought there'd be more time for us to see each other again, and there wasn't. Oh well, so much for that. And I know that my big sister, she's not in perfect health. Neither am I. So it's not really a race to the finish line. I jokingly call it that, but one of us is going to go first. It would be awful coincidental if we win at the same time. She's in Texas, I'm in Nevada. But you just don't know how you're going to react, how you're going to feel until the time comes. Is there a God? Is there a heaven? Is there a hell? Is there judgment? What the hell happens when we die? Beats the living shit out of me. I couldn't tell you. But some things that don't make sense. We have a God that loves us unconditionally. Doesn't matter who you are, how bad you are, how good you are. No. The most powerful, potent power in the universe is deeply, madly in love with you and me. So it doesn't make any fucking sense to create a devil and a hell when us humans, have you ever had a burning bush? I have not. I have not seen some glowing figure come down from the heavens and say, this is what you need to believe. No, that's never happened. It's guesswork. We're all guessing. And I don't think a loving God would judge us for guessing wrong. That's just me. That's just me. It doesn't make any sense. So I believe a little more in the Middle Eastern beliefs, reincarnation, karma, stuff like this. It makes more sense to me. May not to you. And that's fine. And you may say, I'm going to burn in hell. So be it. I'll be there at the gates of hell with a lemonade stand. I'll see you down there. Life is interesting. Life is short. Life is a mystery. And death, so much more so. Am I upset at the passing of my loved ones? No, I'm not upset. A little sad. Kind of wish I could have said bye to Fia. Wish I could have seen her again. But I will. I will see her again. And I take comfort in that. So now I'm going to get high. That was me talking, rambling without being high. You don't want me to get high and talk about this shit. I go way out there.